championship game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Tulane Green Wave. For today's Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Grimstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action.
Jet sweep. Spinning out of the tackle. And runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. But it took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Brought down, but broke a tackle. They used a solid gain there.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff from the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And then first down right back to the running game. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. The shotgun handoff here. He muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all in settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. Express. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Getting set. Here's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Second down play coming up for this offense.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Brought down, but not before shaking off the first defender and picking up the first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
I mean, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Dropping back. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Oh, what a grab! Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. Incomplete, and that shot to the end zone. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Tight end goes in motion. They'll have to throw it here on second down. There's a screen pass to the running back. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking to chuck it again. Moves out of the pocket. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
One team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on 4th down. And he drops back in the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown, LSU. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. It really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. On the move, looking deep down the right side. downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
And a throw forward on third and short. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short, your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. They'll hand it off. Made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. What's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
They bring it down to the 45 and a solid game to keep this drive going.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Offense clicking now to first down at the 45. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That's all in here over the middle. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
Boy, nice job by the receiver of selling this route to the outside. Created enough space back to the inside. And there's the timing again between the quarterback and the receiver, giving him a chance to come up with some yards.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. So some early drama here, all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Begin the quarter with a crucial play, often setting up for this third down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Out of the gun now on third down. Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on fourth down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
That Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The game moves the ball to a 34.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Tackled at the 40, that'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down, they're going to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They
bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Running out of time in the pocket. That's incomplete. Very nearly intercepted that time.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it again. Pressure is coming. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
So the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. They do it for a second time. They make the first down, brought down to the 31. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. LSU getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Catch made down inside the 10.
Defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. Looking for a receiver. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Tigers.
Running backs that can put you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
BAT is good. They go up for touchdown, 14-7. They got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts just inside the end zone. When he's got some space here. Turns on the speed. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tulane. Who's going to score? A kick return all the way for a touchdown with a conference title on the line. He's never going to forget that.
Yeah, he'll never forget this. You're right. Conference championship. Huge stage. Everybody's watching. Great blocks up front to get him started, and then it was just raw speed and instincts to take it to the house.
And the point after is right down the middle. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Bringing it out, it's Perez. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Set it down. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch is hauled in. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
sets up a second down play. Receiver in motion now. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to throw it deep. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. That's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
The second down incompletion sets up third and inches. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. What a catch! Breaks loose at the 40. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Toward the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. His passing game is still on fire.
This guy is starting to prove that he is a mismatch for this defense. Second touchdown of the day, and a great job by the coordinator continuing to find unique ways to get this guy on one-on-one opportunities for touchdowns.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Team is out there to boot it away. It's a squirt kick fielded by one of the up men. He's tackled at the 34 after a decent kick return there. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Here looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and still going. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
How aggressive do you get on first and 10? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Catch made across the middle by the running back. He made the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Second down, we're going to throw it. On the move now. Pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Buckeyes now operating in the red zone, facing a third and short from the 20. Pick up the first on the ground. Running with purpose. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. First down. Clock stops for a moment, but no huddle rule. They've got to hurry. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. They'll pick up the tempo here on second down. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
That's how you close a half off in this offense, leaning on the run game to get into the end zone and setting yourself up to go into half all tied up. What a game we have here.
Now the all-important extra point. And it's good. The offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fielded in the end zone. It's Perez. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They're going to run it here. Through her tackle. Again, ripping through the defense.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle, but first down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handle. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
Important second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He escapes the pocket. Makes the catch downfield. Gets out of bounds after a solid game.
There's a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time here. That's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Bringing it out. It's Perez. Tackle at the 13. Now great field position to start the drive. Play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. With the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Just trying to get rid of it. It's a very quick throw away. No man in the area, and here comes the flag for intentional grounding. Tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Throws it to the right. The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Touchdown, Green Wave. A crucial pick six.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
He'll set up with a PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Roche. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last one. A deep shot to the right. And a man.
Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
Moves out of the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Makes the catch downfield. They finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. He's brought down to the 37 after a strong return. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Yeah, I was surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
To come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. The tackle is made, but it's good for a first down at the 47.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here. The back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets more.
The pass rush gets home.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Yeah, the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
Powering through the defender. Touchdown, Tulane. And that will give them the lead now.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Automatic on the PAT. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Perez. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And that Mighty Bengals offense is back out on the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Pass rush closing in. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get one or two a year. He was not going to squander this chance.
Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. Here comes a handoff. They bring him down at the 13. This offense really threatening now to score on first down. Solid run, good for first down yardage. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground here. We'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. It's the running back in the flat. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a fourth down now.
Obviously, you're going to throw the football on third down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
And he's got it, no problem. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Perez. He's brought down at the 12. That's a poor field position to start the drive. The first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made at the 23 as he gains some important breathing room. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. It's just the middle to get stuffed. That one goes nowhere. Offense behind the 6 now in second and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made by the tight end. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touch.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Tackle made after a short return, and the pick ends that threat.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. Play action here on first down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. And he'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage.
Now, the quarterback's doing everything in his power to try to keep this play alive. Looking downfield, trying to find an open receiver. Great coverage by the defense, and all he can do is step out of bounds for a loss of 1.
Quarterback making some changes at the line.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, that one's picked off. He could go. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Bringing pressure. It is he threw. He's going deep here. Big game. Catch made at the 30. Make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. It's Tulane on top right now, crew. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Throw out route complete. They bring him down, but that play will set up a first and goal now in the 10.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result. Positive yards.
He escapes the pocket. Touchdown, Tigers. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment. This will be fun. Strange things happen. The conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, fourth quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Tulane offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They're going to run it. Stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Quick call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
He breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
The shotgun running play call. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. They've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple of touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
2nd down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Blue Wave. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's another touchdown, an old-school performance for this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line, he decides to have his best game of the season in this game with everybody watching. What a game.
It's Tulane up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Perez. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They've got him at the 48. That's a first down.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
He finds some space. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down after that completion. The receiver makes the catch. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back. Throw, catch made.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
On third down, he drops to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's fourth down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Looking for the wideout. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Boy, Chris, you just know down by a couple possessions late in this game, they had to be able to deliver here on this fourth down to give themselves a shot. By not getting the first down, this one feels like it's over.
Leaning on the run game here. Picks up 2, so it's second and 8.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game when you're trailing. As a defense, you've got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
Short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Now it's second down here. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware. seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. It's fourth down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. He's throwing for it on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock. Instead, throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
Quick throw to his receiver. He makes the grab. The offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. They trap him for a sack. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
Chris, they did what they had to do with his touchdown here. Now with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
Yeah, it's the uphand good to get a little bit closer. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ball game.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. Now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, you can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.